No, Putin was no super spy. He was merely an errand boy. By now, everyone knows Vladimir Putin was in the KGB. Many Westerners think the KGB was like the Soviet CIA. They picture a vast spy network spanning the globe. They think of assassinations and secret missions. Moreover, Putin served in Germany. This creates an impression of undercover work. What's wrong with this picture? Everything. First of all, the KGB did very little espionage. That was the GRU, and it's still operating under that name. The KGB did do some spying, but not much. It was more concerned with political dissidents. As such, up to 80% of KGB work was paper pushing. Vladimir Putin was stationed in East Germany. This Warsaw Pact country had a large KGB presence, but most of the actual operations were carried out by Stasi. In fact, declassified Stasi files are the best source we have. They make very few mentions of Vladimir Putin. Putin himself contributed to the mythology. He said he defended the KGB offices from looters. That was after the Berlin Wall came down. According to him, it went like this. The angry mob tried to storm the Soviet Cultural Center. That was where the KGB operated from, in Dresden. Putin scared them off, brandishing a pistol. He then went on to burn all the KGB files. Putin didn't want them to fall into the mob's hands. But the furnace burst before he could accomplish his mission. An even wilder story was told by an ex-member of the RAF. The Red Army faction was a Soviet-trained left-wing terror group. The RAF carried out bombings, assassinations, and kidnappings. They operated in West Germany. East Germany was where they came to lay low. The ex-member said Putin was their handler. At one of their meetings, RAF militants presented Putin with a paper. It was a list of weapons they needed for their activities. Putin came through, and the weapons were delivered. However, there's zero proof of that. All other RAF members deny ever meeting Putin. So what did he actually do? Administrative work, writing and filing reports, mostly. Exciting, right? A former Dresden colleague of Putin says,
his work consisted primarily of endlessly reviewing applications for West German relatives' visits or searching for potential informants among foreign students at Dresden University.
That's more in line with KGB activity than espionage. Horst Jemlich is a former Stasi officer who also worked in Dresden. He says Putin was nothing more than an errand boy. Putin was merely a major in Dresden. Later, his official biography was retroactively tweaked. Now it says he was a lieutenant colonel. But in 1990, Putin was transferred to active reserve. He worked at Leningrad State University. Putin kept tabs on students. That's not a job for a lieutenant colonel. After quitting the agency, Putin became another errand boy. He worked for St. Petersburg's first elected mayor. Putin's job was carrying his briefcase. The mayor was assassinated under mysterious circumstances. But Putin's star was on the rise.